Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to reveal the newest addition on my Louis Vuitton collection, and this item came all the way from the land of the rising sun, Japan. So let me show you this beautiful piece right here, and it is a Louis Vuitton Ellipse on a size PM. So she is vintage, as you guys can see right here. Wow, I have never thought that this one is in, I have asked them several photos before I made a purchase, but the vachetta leather that came with this is apparently, wow, nicer in person. Wow. So Louis Vuitton brought back the Ellipse on the size PM, the new version, the 2023 version. And yeah, it has already been released online and in stores. So if you wanted to take a look at it, if you can go and visit the website, it is already available. And I think Nicolas Gasquier, if I may remember, he brought the Ellipse in a size BB last year for the spring and summer collection, which actually the match collection, the sporty edition, which is a tribute to a tennis Grand Slam tournament. So that one, it is in a size BB. It is made up of a classic monogram with a white trim, and then there is a bag charm in it, which actually symbolizes the tennis balls. So that was when Louis Vuitton first came back with the Ellipse version. So it was last year. And now they brought back the classic monogram, similar to this in a size PM, but it's slightly smaller than the vintage one. So it is a tad bit bigger than the size BB. So anyway, I will be doing a comparison between the vintage and the newer version, the revamp of the Ellipse. So as you guys can see right here, the shape of it. So this is very well structured. It stands on its own right there. And it has the base on the purse is actually flat. Right there it is. Flat. It is very well structured, and the size is more the shape is more likely they call it ellipse, means oval, right? So that explains the design of it. And let me show you right here. I don't know, it's when I look at the bag, it seems like it looks like a frog to me. If you put eyes in here, I see you could see the eyes, it looks like a frog. There is a resemblance to it. But anyway, this one has it is a combination of classic monogram canvas all around, and we have the vachetta leather right here at the Toron handle, and also the shapes and the piping around it. Right there, it has a brass hardware around the shapes, and also the zipper is also, it's more likely a muted brass. It's not very shiny, like especially like nowadays their brass hardware, it has this, it's extremely shiny. And as usual, you could actually put a lock right there. You can lock the purse, but the one that I've got, this one, it didn't came in with a lock when I purchased it online. And also, this one has a vachetta leather in between, right here, in between the zipper. I think the vachetta, they put that right there to reinforce, to give more structure on this top right here. So basically that's what it is. So right there. And when it comes to measurements, I did actually measure it from from this corner to the other side of the corner, the length of it, I think this is around 13.5 inches from this side towards the other side. So that is just my my own personal measurements. And then the height is 10.5 inches. And then right here, I'm not really sure if I'm going to I only measure it towards this, where there's like indentation towards this side. It's 2.5. So that's how I measured the bottom side of the purse. So, okay. So now let's take a look at inside. Okay, so it opens like this. It has a wide opening. This one is lined with the fabric right there. So there is a small pocket inside. We have a D-ring right here. And there is a made in stamp right here. It's the one that I've got. It's made in France. And then the date code is located here at the bottom. And this one is crafted in 1998, which is, I think, yeah, 25 years old. And wow, it's amazing. Wow. The inside seems to be, it looks so roomy. There's plenty of room inside. And it seems that it is very clean. And there is no storage odor in this, the one that I've got. Wow, absolutely amazing. For being 25 years old, the condition is absolutely amazing. Wow. So now I'm going to show you the photo right here at the top. That is the Ellipse PM of 2023, the new edition. And on the right, that is my steamer bag and a size PM. And also right here at the bottom, this is the vintage Ellipse PM and also my steamer bag. So both are in the size PM. Right here, right off the bat, right away, you would see the difference. As you guys can see right here, the newer version of the PM, it is slightly smaller than the vintage one. And when you come to look at it right now, you would see the difference right away based on the photos that I have provided. Okay, so you literally see that a vintage PM, it's a little bit like taller compared to the steamer bag right here. So let's just base the size through the steamer bag that I have. So that is another way of for me to determine the size of the bag. Another way to determine the size of it is through counting the number of flowers and the logo. So in this right here on the vintage one, and also I'm going to insert the photo right here on the newest version. So we have all the flowers right here aligned. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 flowers. This one is made up of the regular classic monogram. Okay? And whereas on the other side, the newest version of it, let's count. Okay, the placement of the flowers are entirely different. The older version, right here in the middle, are the fleur-de-lis, the flowers. Whereas the newest version, it is the LV logo. It starts with the LV right here in the middle and moves towards the flowers right here at the bottom. So for you to be able to determine, it's just count it. Okay, so let's count the let me see how many of, okay, on the right side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the LV were actually cut out right at the bottom. So obviously, based on the flowers, the newest version, it is smaller than the vintage one. And okay, let me just give you a little bit of an example, more examples, and to determine the size of it. Okay, so since the LV logo was right in the middle of in here, let me just let's just pretend that this part right here is the center of it. Okay, because we have the LV logo right here, and the side of it are the flowers. 1, 2 flowers. So let's just say this is the center of it, and then we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and that it has been cut out right here at the bottom. But then again, the upper part of the newest one, this flower right here, were cut out. So we are just going to do the cutouts right there, pretending that it has been cut off. And then yeah, this is basically the size of it, from here to the top towards here, right here, just like that. Okay, so it is obviously, it is smaller than the vintage version. So anyway, and also there is a little bit of like, there were some changes. The placement, okay, the placement of the rivets are entirely different from the newest version. They have changed the rivets. It is more rounded, and also the rivets right here, it was placed inside the shapes. Okay, I hope that you guys could see that. So that is the difference. And also another thing that is most noticeable is the zipper right here in front, the outside zipper pocket. I'm not sure if you guys, I'm not sure if I am a fan of it personally, because I went to the store and checked it. So when I open the zipper, it actually slides all the way down towards the corner. So it opens from this side towards the other side. Okay, and it's like, it is smaller. I mean, it's a revamp. It is interesting that they have put that zipper, just a little bit of revision right there. And that is just pretty much what has changed actually with the look at it. The look is just the same except for the outside zipper. So anyway, I opened the zipper, and to my surprise, I'm not sure if it's functional though. I mean, what I meant is functional, it's useful. So the zipper opens up all the way down, and the first thing I've noticed, as you guys can see right there in the picture, there is no reinforcement towards there is no gusset on the side that provides a reinforcement to hold your items. It's just a pocket right there that holds all the way down, and if you put an item inside, more likely you're not going to open it all the way down, because your items would fall off eventually if you do that. Or you could just open it halfway. But I don't even know why they did not put the gusset right there. Like, for instance, I have my mini round coin purse right here. This is from the multi-pochette accessoire that I've got. And when you open this, as you guys can see, the zipper right here, this one would open all the way down towards the side. So when you open this right here, it opens wide, and you would see the gusset right in the corner. Okay, so the reinforcement actually helps. The reinforcement helps hold your items inside. So when you put something inside, when you open it, it's not going to fall on the corner, fall outside the corner. So that's what I meant about the outside pocket really is functional or not. So I'm not really sure about that style though. I'm not really sure about it, but it is what it is. That's the style that they come up with. So I wish they could have done that gusset, so it's a little bit more useful in a way. So it is pretty much more of like this. Put it in right there. It's pretty much just like that. This is even more functional than the one that they already have. I could easily just place this in, yeah, a different look, really, if you have one of this from your multi-pochette accessoire. So that's what I meant by that. And also, I mean, the price point, it is a little bit hefty in such a way that we have the vachetta leather there. It came in with a strap. That is a good thing. It is priced as $2,510 US. Wow. $2,510 US. And the match collection, the Ellipse BB, is $2,980 US. Whereas I got this, the same look, the same function, for $600 US. I got this all the way from Japan. And if you're looking for one, feel free to do your research online. Majority of the Japanese sellers are reputable sellers. They are honest, and if you are going to ask some more photos or made an inquiry with anything about any product that they have, they are most likely they are quick to respond and provide you more details with the information. And I know that you guys out there, there's a lot of you out there are a little bit skeptical purchasing something online, and I will be sharing a tip with you guys on buying a pre-loved item overseas. First thing you needed is gather as much as information, or even if you are collecting Louis Vuitton, take some photos of, first and foremost, we're looking up the stamping, and then the stitching, and then the hardware, the interior. There is a lot of factors to consider on buying an item to determine whether they are authentic or not. So I have created this book myself. This is not for sale. I've made this myself, and this is very helpful though when it comes to buying a vintage item. Well, it can be very challenging. Like this one, there is a significant changes when it comes to the placement of the hardware. The hardware has changed. There is a little bit of a revision. So comparing it with the vintage and the new version of it might be a little bit challenging to those of you who didn't have enough experience with the purse itself. So I'm going to share you some of the photos that I have. So this is just basically what it is. This is some of the photos that I have here on this book, so that this is very clear, and you could just literally compare this on the seller's photos they provided when you receive an item. This is very handy, and it is so easy to use to figure out the stamping. So that is also another factor though, the placement of it. And of course you have to be a little bit more knowledgeable in order for you to figure out whether you are buying the real one or not. So the reason why I'm sharing this, it's because sometimes when some companies, we do a verbal authentication for $20, and so like, what? That's like for me, verbal authentication, is that credible? Is that something that you could depend on it? I mean, I don't know really. So I have decided to create that. I could literally share that within a family or friends to help them at least a little bit educated with the brand. And also it is very helpful. It is very, very helpful looking at the rivets, the stitching. You have to do a little bit of research on that. The stamping, best of all, the interior, what's in it, what it's, the lining, and all sorts though. So that actually, that book that I have created, it is very helpful when it comes to authenticating or buying a purse. And also, yeah, just buy with confidence. I mean, you could do your own research. It is not difficult, but it can be very challenging sometimes, especially with the items that you have actually never seen before. The items, especially with the vintage one, oh, that is absolutely so difficult to figure out if the rivets or the type of the how they engrave this. There were some changes though, so yeah, the stitching, it can be very challenging, but it can be done by yourself if you are diligent enough to do a little bit of research. So, is it worth it? The biggest question with the Ellipse PM is that, is it worth it? For 2,510 US dollars, it is made up of canvas, majority of the part of it, and a little bit of cowhide leather, the untreated ones. I think it is priced way too much that I expected. I mean, it is canvas. It is a little bit smaller. It is like, the style is like the same, of course, with the vintage. And from the material, I'm not sure if it's worth it with the price tag itself. I am not. And whereas I got this for $600, I could just buy any straps. I could use a strap on this. Or if I wanted to buy a strap, there's always strap available in the website, which is priced around 500 to 600 US dollars at the Louis Vuitton website, and still you could still save more money. And if you wanted to get the one that it's still in beautiful condition, pristine condition, you could find it for $1,200. That is not a problem, but yet it's the same function, the same look. So what difference does it make? Like really, to talk about more in a practical way. So I'm not sure if it's worth it, obviously. And with the Ellipse BB that was released last year for spring and summer, that one is priced as 2,980 US dollars. That's because there is a charm, and it is a white cowhide leather trim, and also I'm not really sure the trim, the piping. I'm not sure, for $2,980 plus tax, $3,000 for a canvas. Like, seriously. I mean, if you really wanted to get a bag that is similar to this, I'd go with the Alma BB. The Alma BB right now is priced as 1,760 US dollars. Well, you have an option to get the Monogram with a cowhide trim in it. And also if you want a stress-free, worry-free bag, you will get the Alma on the damier ebene print. So it's really up to you guys. There is not much of a difference when it comes to sizing though. But obviously Alma, I'd purchase Alma over the Ellipse though. And I think, yeah, as far as I remember, they have stopped producing this in 2007, and it came in with the different sizes. This is the size PM, and then the MM and the GM size. Wow, that is actually large. And I was in a hunt for the size GM, and I couldn't really even find the condition that I want. And also there is the damier ebene print, and oh my gosh, they have it, but I don't even know if the price tag for $2,000 for the damier ebene print on the Ellipse is worth it. I'm not really sure, but I will keep looking until I find the damier ebene print on this collection. So yeah, it's all up to you. I'm not gonna say that don't buy it or buy it because of this, because of that. It's all up to you. I would suggest to go to the store. You could try it on, see if it works for you. If it works for you, go for it. If it's not, then why don't just settle on the vintage one? It is just the same though. But there's no zipper in the middle. I totally care less for the zipper right on the outside pocket. I totally care less. If it functions the same, that's all that matters, really. So I'm just trying to help you a little bit, like figure out if it's really worth it or not. With the price tags that they have on, I don't think so. I would rather get the Alma BB, which is way more practical anyway. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.